Congratulations to Canelo Alvarez for a dominant decision over Callum Smith that was expected. As I told you guys on my prediction video, Callum Smith is tailor-made for Canelo Alvarez. It ain't a coincidence that Canelo fought both of the Smith brothers already. On the other hand, Canelo Alvarez haven't faced not even one of the Charlo brothers yet. Matter of fact, to make matter worse, Canelo Alvarez surrendered his title to Charlo for good reasons. If we compare the Charlo brothers to the Smith brothers, the difference is everything. I mean, Callum Smith tonight, it seemed like he was throwing punches in slow motion. I mean, literally. Canelo Alvarez was seeing his punches coming a mile away. That's why I told you guys he had no chance in the world. Because yes, he's tall. Yes, he have an advantage when it comes to the height and reach. But it's useless when you have tools that you don't know how to use. And that was the case tonight for Callum Smith. He couldn't keep Canelo Alvarez at range because he's not a boxer that knows how to utilize his height and reach the way a Charlo does, the way an Andre does. The skill gap was apparent from round one. As soon as Canelo Alvarez walked down Callum Smith, he was able to put Callum Smith on the ropes on more than one occasion in round one, which is unusual, especially for a Canelo Alvarez opponent. Canelo is already a slow starter. So for Canelo to corner Callum Smith on more than one occasion, putting his back on the ropes, that was some of the ensigns as soon as the fight begun. Furthermore, as the fight went on, Canelo Alvarez got more and more comfortable landing combinations, walking Callum Smith down, who had no answer to Canelo Alvarez because, like I said, he have a lot of tools in the toolbox, but he just doesn't know how to use them tools. That's why he was carefully selected by Canelo Alvarez for the exact reasons that you guys saw tonight. He was a sitting duck for all them uppercuts and combinations. And even though Callum Smith had the size advantage, that ended up being a disadvantage because all it did was give Canelo Alvarez more target to hit. He ended up becoming a punching bag. But nevertheless, credit to Callum Smith for having the heart of a champion, going 12 rounds, taking a beating. Like I told you guys on my prediction, this was going to be Canelo Alvarez's best performance, if not one of his best performances, which that's exactly what the fight turned out to be. Therefore, I'm curious to know from all the Canelo Alvarez fans, this is the $1 million question that I want the answer for. If one of the Smith brothers happened to be Canelo Alvarez mandatory for his WBC belt, the way Charlo was, would Canelo have elected to give up his belt in order to avoid one of the Smith brothers? It's obviously a rhetorical question. The answer is obviously no. Because Canelo Alvarez, he fought both of the Smith brothers already. However, he went out of his way to avoid the Charlo brothers, or the twins. And last but not least, when it comes to Canelo, he could move up divisions to avoid the Charlos of the world, the Andres of the world. But you could run, however, you could never hide. So for all the Canelo Alvarez fans, you guys can't have it both ways. You guys can't claim Canelo is pound for pound number one. But you guys don't want to see him fight the best. How can Canelo be number one in the world when he's not number one in his division? I never heard of a pound for pound number one fighting a fighter coming off a loss selectively the way Canelo is doing with Avini instead of fighting Benavidez for that fake WBC belt he was given. So that's a further proof that Canelo Alvarez is nowhere near the top 3 pound for pound in the sport of boxing because he stayed maneuvering around the best names in his division, the likes of Charlo and Andre. With that being stated, we're going to talk about all of the above. Subscribe below. Click on the notification bell to get notified every time I post or go live. We definitely going live to talk about Canelo Alvarez versus Callum Smith on Blow by Blow episode 9. So subscribe, click on the notification bell, and to be continued on the next episode of AKHi, AKHi, TV. Peace, and we out here.